Today, after all of these historical processes, we are now facing major challenges because we're in a natural system that is pushing humanity to a higher level of connection, and if we won't comply with it, we will explode human society with the growth of the human ego. And that's why we have to start recognizing what the wisdom of Kabbalah teaches us about unity of mankind and rising above the ego, and pressure that Jewish people, that group, everyone who wants to, of course, but especially pressure that group to rediscover that wisdom and open it and share it with everyone. And that's their function in the human system. And that's the only way we will see anti-Semitism subsides as well. And that will clarify to people why they have that sentiment towards the Jewish people. And they'll understand what's going on here. And also, we too will understand, meaning those who belong to that group of Israel and those who don't. We will understand what are the Jews. The Jews are not a nation. They're not a nation. If you can say that all the other nations come from, say, a maternal figure and a paternal figure that later evolved as a culture, as a society, each and every nation can sort of go back to its genealogical roots. It's not the same with the Jews. The Jews can't trace their genes that way because they originated as a spiritual group. Abraham collected, he toured all of Babylon and told everyone there, those who want to rise above human ego and see the future in human connection, come with me. And so he took all people and representatives from all those nations, from all those groups that existed in ancient Babylon. And ancient Babylon was then sort of a focus of human civilization. Most of human civilization was there back then. And so the people of Israel are actually a collection of representatives from all of humanity, from most of humanity, from all those groups and clans and tribes who didn't have a gene-based connection. Biological connection. Later on, that biological connection was made over the generation as well. But that initial connection was through the concept of love thy friend as thyself. They became a group based on their connection created above the human ego. But as soon as they stopped maintaining that connection, they scattered. And that's what we see as a characteristic of the Jewish people. The moment they are not pressured from outside, from other nations, from the world, when there is no hatred towards them, they scatter and they stop caring about each other. And that's because they don't have an inherent natural connection like the other nations. They only have a spiritual root. So if they hold on to it, they keep together as a group. And if not, they lose their connection because they can only maintain it through their spiritual connection. That's the thing about this group. Look at today. You have Jews scattered all over the world, and if not for the hatred and animosity towards them that increases every day, they would completely forget that they belong to anything common, and they wouldn't care about each other at all. And so, in this sense, anti-Semites are actually guarding preserving the people of Israel.